Told you about an Indianapolis police officer killed while investigating a domestic violence situation. It happened this morning. Pam Elliott is digging deeper to find out why domestic calls are so dangerous for police and how officers are trained to handle them.
Well, the Montgomery County Sheriff's Office says at least once a year, officers receive additional training and information to help them prepare for the dangers that go along with a domestic violence call.
As you know, it takes two people to argue, at least two people to argue. So we've got a lot of emotions going on. So domestic violence calls can be quite dangerous for law enforcement.
An Indianapolis police officer responded to a woman's cry for help early this morning and was killed. Police say he broke down the apartment door where the woman was being assaulted, and he was shot. She and a child survived. The suspect was later killed. Officer Rod Bradway acted alone, something Major Darrell Wilson of the Montgomery County Sheriff's Office says he tells deputies not to do when responding to domestic violence calls.
We just try to make sure when we respond, we're responding in twos or more. And we also try to respond when we do get there, just to try to listen. Try to observe before we find ourselves right in the thick of things.
Police Chief Magazine reports 106 police officers were killed on domestic violence runs nationwide during a 13-year period. 36 of them died in face-to-face confrontations.
Normally you respond to someone's residence, you can almost assume that there's going to be weapons involved because you respond to someone's residence, whether it's a knife, gun.
These stats from the Ohio Attorney General's office show the Montgomery County Sheriff's Office responded to nearly 400 domestic violence incidents last year. Law enforcement throughout the county responded to more than 2,200. Almost 900 resulted in no charges, which weighs on officers who willingly take on the danger and worry about the victims. Major Wilson told me that his department and others are likely to use what happened in Indianapolis as a learning tool. Not that the officer there did anything wrong, but to discuss tactics. Pam Elliott, 2 News, working for you.